Alright, it's time for week 3, round 2 of GAC catch-ups. Let's get right into this. Okay then, so in this particular battle up against our good friend Stars, he has already attacked, but he has already dropped 2 battles. One against my Geos, one against the Newt team that I put in the back. Now, those of you that watched the previous video, you'll know I have not got mods on DR or Jedi Knight Revan, meaning 2 of my highly important teams I've kind of muted a little bit right now. Once again, the opponent we're facing off against does have 3 GLs to our 2, JMK up there, but no cat and no ult. It is R8 though. Got some pretty tough teams in the northern section. Down in the south, we've got Geos and we've got Shaak T clones. None of the teams that we're facing off against here are a joke in the slightest, guys. I've got to play this smart. So we start off with Geos, we go in Traya and Darth Scion. I very nearly took in an additional character here. You saw what happened last time, guys. We very nearly threw the entire game away thanks to Geos beating our Darth Revan and Scion, Darth Traya and Scion. This time, however, things go a little bit more smoothly for us, don't they, Smudge Bear? Yes, they do. He's just having a clean. So, yeah, the Geos go ahead, we don't get our Scion. Scion doesn't even nearly get hurt. He's just, like, quite happily sitting there at the top of his health pool. We go ahead and isolate on the Brute, and then it's just going to be a big bop coming out of our man Scion when he eventually decides to take a turn. Come on, Scion. I know you got it in you, buddy. You can do it. I believe in you. Do it. Do it. Here we go. Eventually, there goes the spy. Only takes him down a half health. We go ahead and use Held by Hatred. That recovers all our health banners. And then a big bop and everybody dies. 61 banners. Easy peasy, son. Easy peasy. No need for us to worry this time, guys. Easy victory there against the Geos. So, against the... you can see my Darth Revan there with half his mods missing. Against the Shaak T clones, we do actually decide to take in a DR team, Sith Empire. I figured Shaak T clones is no joke, and you can almost solo a fully relict Shaak T clones with just Malak alone. However, I didn't want to risk it for the biscuit. This guy has already got some pretty solid defensive teams up in the northern section, so I just decided, you know what, throw caution to the wind. Let's just use the entire DR squad against this Shaak T clones team. So this actually worked out, having a slower DR, because I was able to strip the taunts off of 5s and then get the mass fear off on Shaak T. I decided I want to focus down Shaak T, because if I can kill her ASAP, it will stop her cleansing the team, feeding, you know, additional turns to the team, stop her from doing all that good business and healing up people. So Shaak T's out of there, and then we just want to go straight for 5s. I very nearly triggered the sacrifice there on 5s. And again there with the counterattack coming out. Decide to try and get the shock on him, ended up killing him, so we're like, okay, now we're plain sailing. All of these clones are just biting the dust now. We nearly run out of the protection there on our little boy Sith Empire Trooper, but now looks like we have got control of the situation. 58 banners, no great shakes there. This also lets us see the back wall, so let's go ahead and see what he's hiding behind his front wall. Second time in a row we get a back wall GG. This time it's with a BB-8 team. A little bit worrying. The Scoundrel team up at the north doesn't bother me in particular. Heading back up to this top section, we do have JMK, we've got JKR as well. It's kind of like, oh my god. However, within this JMK team, there's no ult and there's no cat. So that means they can't get rid of my gas straight away. So I was nervous taking this in, but I figured, you know what guys, we'll give it a try. Full 501st team, our gas is still modded, our 5s is still modded, so I'm kind of hopeful that we'll be able to build up a load of offense on our R8 gas. He's modded for offense anyway, that we should be able to get the ball rolling. So this was a first for me, guys, taking in this this gas counter. It does not work if the JMK has got cat there, because cat will just annihilate your gas and that'll be it, game over. However, against teams that do not have cat and do not have the ult in particular, it is a lot more manageable. There we go, we triggered sacrifice immediately, which is a little bit like yeet. But that does just mean we've got a lot of speed on our clones now. A lot of speed, a lot of health, a lot of offense. So I'm just plowing away at Kenobi because I don't really have much of a choice. And soon our gas will stand up and we'll see what he's made of. Let's go, gas. Do your thing, honey. Triggered sacrifice straight away. Boom, by GK. Smudgy is attacking my monitor. Let's move him out of the way. Good little bit. And as you can see, guys, like, Gas is just does damage. He just does damage. Now, obviously, I would have preferred it if he hit anybody else apart from Rex in this situation. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. Get rid of that Anakin. We've still got 2 turns to Rexilate, so it's unlikely that we'll actually get that off. But Gas is dying as well. Smudgy is just deciding I don't get to look at the screen. And we've wiped out the entire team. Look at all this sheer cattail in the face. Look at the sheer damage that we're outputting here, guys. I was massively impressed by this. I thought there's no point Rexilating. Let's get the tenacity up. And yeah, looks like, boop, game over. 110k there from AoE from Echo. Sure, 52 banners is not great banners, guys, but considering I used a non-GL team to take out a GL team, I'll count that as good fortune. We've still got JKR and CLS full teams in this top section. This is going to be rough. Okay, so I do still have my own CLS team. I do also have my JML team still available. So I decide to take a little bit of a gamble here, guys. I'm actually going to take in this Jedi Revan team out against his CLS team. I wouldn't normally try this, but I figured that I didn't really have a whole lot that I could really use against this team. He immediately goes for Jolie, which I just thought was bloody typical. Triggers the sacrifice, but it does mean that I'm able to just pass this turn over to Yoda and start our own TM train ourselves. So boop, 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 gain the advantage. Chewie comes in with big hits. Oh my god, I think Zaris is probably saving our asses here. Of course he focuses down Jolie, gets rid of Jolie. It's like, okay, well I guess I've got no revives. Zaris gets out of there and I'm like, oh my god. We are in so much deep trouble right now. Smudge, when you... He's standing right in front of the monitor the whole time. Sorry about that, guys. We just direct focused the Chewie, immediately get him out of there. I had to try and recover some health and protection on our JKR, so I decided to call him to assist. I think I also passed the buffs on him now, just so he gets an extra attack out of turn and starts recovering a little bit more banners. At this point, I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. Reduced the TM on Chupio there. Definitely starting to feel a little bit more comfortable because I'm like, okay, they don't have loads of DPS and crit immunity anymore. Past that Foresight. We stun the Chupios again here, and we try and get rid of him because without him CLS becomes a lot weaker thanks to the shared stats being lost. And now I'm like, okay, it was hairy, but we kind of recovered. 51 banners. Banners were god-awful, guys, but we did get the clear. Nothing wrong with that, is there? Nothing wrong with that. Alrighty, so next up on the chopping block is going to be his JKR team, and I decided to take in my CLS team. I thought that this had a certain element of irony to it. You know, I just used JKR to kill his CLS, and now I'm using my CLS to kill his JKR. I think that sounds about right. So I think we immediately go after GMY here. I want to say that's what we do, because he's usually pretty squishy. Yeah, we immediately trigger the sacrifice on GMY, and then we're just focusing him down. Yeah, looks like I just want to get him out of there, stop him getting additional turns, and then focus down on Jolie, cleanse all those buffs, get the blinds up there, get the stun on Jolie, boom. Looks like we are absolutely running away with this. They're not even going to take a turn, guys. 60 banners. That one I was very happy with. So we get to see the fleet now, and it looks like he's got a Malevolence with standard lineup and a Rebels, but it looks like the Rebels didn't have an ideal lineup to it. So we've got this weird scoundrel team in the top, and we've got GG in the south. I decide, you know what, I'm just going to Jedi Master Luke the GG. Yes, it's going to hurt, but there's enough sustain with me and using a JMLS team here that I don't really have to worry so much. I take in GK and Jedi Knight Anakin, probably didn't need to be honest, but it was definitely worthwhile doing just to make sure that we don't drop a battle more than anything. So obviously with the BB-8 there, they get a lot of bonus TM. Luckily, I have a GL, and GLs are stupidly fast. So I slow down the whole team with that, with the breach, apologies guys, and get a bunch of ability blocks off. I do an AoE there where I really should have probably started calling in some assists, and then the GG team does its thing where it just gets god-awful amount of turn meter. I wanted to make sure that my JML keeps taunt up, so I did the big heal on him, We get the daze over there on the B2 Super Battle Droid. That will stop him taking all those bonus turns, won't it, little smudge bear? And then we decide to go after the B1, I want to say. Try and reduce the stacks there. Big call to assist, or we just... Ah, yeah, calls Shaak in to assist to remove the taunt, but of course he has a turn right afterwards, and then we get the counter-attack. And we're looking pretty good at this point. We've got decent control, everybody's in pretty good health. Anakin is probably going to die, he's a bit squishy, but that daze on the B2 is absolutely clutch. So what I don't want to do is I don't want to kill any units until I'm absolutely ready to do that. Get the cleanse off there, crit hit immunity on our good boy JML there. This AoE will trigger a bonus turn, so I'm not sure if that was worthwhile doing. I probably should have saved it, especially with that that B2 over there, B1, sorry, about to die as well. We heal up Anakin because he was looking particularly weak. Get rid of all those debuffs. Well, yeah, we're reapplying the daze to the B2 is probably a really good idea, to be honest. They take a bunch of extra turns. We actually get Anakin's bonus turn before GG's bonus turn, so I'm hoping that we use the AoE or something here to get rid. Yeah, exactly. Perfect thing to do there, guys. That stops GG from taking 2 bonus turns, but right now there's nothing I can do here. If I target GG, he's going to just go ahead and put the mark on the B2, on that B2, and then we're going to be forced to attack him, and we're going to lose a character. Bit of a shame, but not a whole lot we can do about this. I'm trying to see if I can somehow keep that GK alive. I need a turn with Shaak T, but she's still too far away from getting that bonus turn, that increased health. There we go. This might be... Oh, why didn't I put that on GK? That would have been the smarter move. I should have put that on GK and saved him. Mistakes, but you know, hindsight, as they say, is 20/20. Go ahead and just increase the cooldowns on him, I guess. We ult for no real good reason. I mean, I'm pretty certain that we can kill GG without issues here. Get the heal up. Should really use the afflux here. Boop. Just recover a little bit. Just recover a little bit. And there we go. 53 banners. It's not good, guys. It's not good. We are getting shoddy banners this particular match, but I was more concerned about making sure we get the full clear. Like I said, we won the last round through virtue of a pity victory, to be honest. I briefly checked the stats on Mission just to see maybe she's incredibly fast and something I've got to worry about, but really nothing that I have to worry about. I throw in Thrawn as a means of giving me a little bit of assurance just in case something goes a little bit haywire. He can recover some banners for me, he can lock down that Zalbar, but really it's all about Vader here, guys. All about Vader. We've already got Thrawn here, so I think I just fracture Zalbar. Don't want him taunting. We put the tank tech on Thrawn, and then it's just immediate Merciless Massacre, and let's go to town. I wanted to yeet out that Mission, I believe. Oh no, we yeet out young Han Solo. Mission just dies to a basic. Vandal dies to a basic. Zalbar dies to a basic, and then we just yeet Kira. Easy banners, 62. I'll take that all day long. So we've done a lightning fast clear of the squads, guys, and now we've just got Malevolence to deal with here. Malevolence and the home one as well. We can see that we've already got the banner advantage simply because he dropped 2 battles at the start, but I wanted to make sure that, you know, I was in a comfortable lead here. So we do a little bit of quick banner math over here, work out the difference. 68 banners. That's all I need in order to secure the victory. So, you know, 34 banners per fleet battle. I think we can manage that. So we go in Malevolence first. Obviously, I usually save both my Get 2 fleets for offense, so I go in Negotiator against the Malevolence because that's almost a guaranteed victory. 9 times out of 10, 60% of the time it works every time, guys. So tell your parents, tell your family, tell your cousin, tell Smudge. I mean, Smudge already knows it all. He's the GAC whiskerer, guys. He doesn't need your advice. Smudge, do you need advice? Do you need advice? See? Told you. He doesn't need advice. It's a good bear. Alrighty, so we immediately start firing down on Sunfac. I like to do the call to assist in the first attack on Sunfac in these lineups, weaken him enough so that when we get the AoE from Umbaran, he dies. But it looks like it was a pretty weak Sunfac anyway. So we get through and it's literally just the Just the vulture droid over here, the hyena bomber and a vulture droid left to kill. I probably shouldn't have killed that vulture droid. All that's done is feed TM to his capital ship. We probably didn't need to do that, to be honest. So we call in Plo here, cleanse off those buzz droids, give ourselves a bit of bonus TM, focus down the hyena bomber. We want to kill him as soon as possible, sooner than possible, if at all possible. He brings in Spy. I don't know what happened to the actual target from that Spy. It apparently just disappeared, but I'm okay with it. I take the opportunity to hit Spy here because he's about to take a turn, so he'll go into stealth and then he'll come out of stealth. Dropping the bombs here means that Spy dies. I was expecting him to take a turn, but apparently this guy does not geo hard enough. So yeah, we're looking pretty comfortable here, guys. Decent banner victory there against that Malevolence fleet. 65 banners, tasty times. Now we've just got this Rebel fleet. Now, big problems with this Rebel fleet, guys. Only a 6-star Millennium Falcon, and he's got Phantom on the starting bench. You always want to have Phantom in your reinforcements, guys, because when he comes out as a reinforcement, he decreases the cooldowns on you getting another reinforcement. So, don't have him in the starting lineup, guys. Don't be like Stars. Be better than Stars, okay? I'm here, we're a learning GAC channel, aren't we, kitten? Yes, we are. You're a good boy. Alrighty, so, thank you so much for knocking off my patch. We've got Malevolence versus Negotiator. It's not something I usually do. I usually like to Malevolence versus Negotiator. I usually like to use my Negotiator against Rebels simply because with the Millennium Falcon in there, the Rebels will start cleansing all those debuffs if they hit 3 or more debuffs. So with the buzz droids and all the debuffs that we throw out there, it usually just gets cleansed, which is annoying. Like that happens there. You see what I mean? It's just like, So he drops some more buzz droids. The fact that he's got that Phantom out on the starting lineup and that his Millennium Falcon is not even relicked, it's not even 6-star, sorry, it means I'm really confident that this is going to be an absolute piece of cake. So I come in with the Spy here, forces the taunt over on the Millennium Falcon, by Millennium Falcon. What's Lonely Phantom 2 going to do? I tell you what, it's nothing. 66 banners. Easy dubs there, guys, and that's an easy victory for us. We won by, what, 63 banners there? 63 banner victory. No dramas whatsoever. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Just giving a quick shout out to my patrons. I appreciate each and every single one of you, and without your support I wouldn't be doing this today. Thanks so much.